Hey, what is up, YouTube? It is your boy Chris, and I'm back at it again with another banger video. I'm here with my beautiful, what the fuck did I say? And I am here with my beautiful mother.
Hey, y'all.
And you already know what we're reacting to, but before I begin to, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and if you're not, please let this video come to another little in the comment section.
What he just said, what?
Was that faster?
Too fast.
Let's go. And me talking, let's get straight into this video.
Whenever you ask the new era of Baton Rouge artists who inspired them to become rappers, 99% of the time the answer will be Lil Boosie. His imprint on hip-hop was trend-setting, and his movement had a major effect on
That's
the
that
world,
early
but it was the youth in his own backyard that he made the biggest impression on. When the new era of BR artists surfaced, they all paid homage to Lil Boosie, and some even worked with him. And although it was Lil Boosie that inspired them, it was another Louisiana big dog that created a lane for many of them. I'm from the block where the niggas coping job. On November 26, 2010, No Limit Forever Records was established by Master P's son, Romeo Miller. They had began to sign artists and form groups for their new venture, and amongst that talent were several of Baton Rouge's finest, Tech and Main Music. In 2015, Master P formed a group called Money Mafia, which started out with 9 members, but for whatever reason, within the same year, the group was reconstructed. 5 members were dropped and 4 new members were added, 2 of which were Baton Rouge's own, Tech and Main Music, a rapping duo that was technically never a group, but both got their start in the streets of the state capital. P just threw me a 6 cause he see I be moving them quick. DeMarcus Davis, better known to the world as Main Music, and Delvin Sewell, better known to the world as Tech, have way more in common than we knew. They met in junior high school where they both started rapping and would begin their brotherly bond from that point on. Due to being banned from his school district while in the 8th grade, Main Music was forced to drop out, and the streets of BR became his teacher. Like most have-not youth, he started hustling as a means of survival, but already had a few years of rapping under his belt, and that's the direction he took. Shooting dice and hustling weed was his poison, but rap was his calling, and after spending 2 years in jail for robbing the dice game, he came home to fulfill his career choice, and through his day one partner, he linked up with No Limit Forever Records. Tech had already had a prior relationship with Master P and was already on the roster before Main Music would join. Tech's background didn't escape the harsh realities of ghetto living, and was also caught up in a robbery that landed him 2 years in jail as well. Both artists had suffered the same fate, but were a part of something much bigger than themselves, a new era Baton Rouge hip-hop movement. After their departure from No Limit Forever, the duo combined their talents and experiences, and together they formed their own, the Spider Gang. With social media as their platform, they stood on it as Baton Rouge's elite rappers, and it wasn't just from their hustle, they could really rap.
It's fucked up for me and my mama that's been through. Niggas trying to pin me in a gray coupe. On the interstate, strapped down, couldn't shoot. I guess the shit was true. When you slipping, that shit was meant for you. But I ain't finna get into no drive bitches. I'm riding with it every day, the 4-5 with me. You can down with it, just a high blizzard.
At the start of Baton Rouge's New Era movement, there were a couple of other rap organizations that came out the gate at the same time Main and Tech did. Most notable was the NBA and TBG camps, who at one point was one big conglomerate in their journey to superstardom. They were all a part of Baton Rouge's new hip-hop movement, and all had 2 things in common: the top artist slot and beef. The NBA TBG saga made millions of dollars, and in the midst of it all was Tech and Main Music.
I just paused it. It was just kind of crazy. I just saw Young Boy in like a TBG.
Yeah.
Thing. It was just, I just found out.
But that's because they was a conglomerate.
And like, but I wonder like what actually like
really causes
like what argument.
Real life action drama sold albums, heightened careers, spawned jail sentences, and worst of all, took life.
Baton Rouge the murder capital, man. Everybody needs to straighten up right now.
Ain't nobody fucking with Baton Rouge rappers, period. We'll go up against anybody.
When they first got started, each movement did well and was rapidly growing through streaming sales, constant uploads, and ultimately building their brands. By 2016, the Never Broke Again movement had been stamped and approved as Baton Rouge's newest rap representatives to the world. But the bigger the success got, the bigger the beef grew. TBG, NBA, the Spider Gang, and Scotty Kane were all in a circle of beef that ended in its first chapter with the loss of the real G Money. Each camp was questioned about the murder, but when the smoke cleared, no one was held accountable, and they were all released as suspects.
Man, niggas about to get the fuck out my DM talking about I'm Knicks and all this shit. Man, I ain't worried about none of that shit.
On May 26, 2018, G Money's best friend, Fredo Bang, was released from prison and was faced with a major loss as well as a promising career. Many chapters had closed since then, and each artist who were a part of the Baton Rouge feud is now facing life on their own terms.
Really?
When NBA YoungBoy went to jail, the game lost its excitement. What we were viewing as entertainment were his real-life experiences, and no matter how crazy it got, the world wanted more. Constant beef, trouble with the law, and consistently having to protect his brand finally took its toll, and YoungBoy was back in court facing a 10-year sentence once again. In the end, he was sentenced to 90 days in jail and 14 months of house arrest. He was released from his 90 days in the same fashion as before, a smooth welcoming back into the game. Minutes after his release, he was embraced by loved ones and was already shooting the video to the first single release of his return.
Guys on his side, man.
I love him. He's still here.
Strategic movements, the name Fredo Bang have expanded greatly and is one step away from becoming a household name. Fredo's success is partially due to beef, and just a few weeks ago, he went online and critiqued the sequel to Master P's classic movie, I Got the Hookup.
That shit bullshit.
Nigga!
That shit bullshit.
He voiced his honest opinion about part 2, which got the attention of Master P, but it didn't have the momentum to carry on.
Dang
The
it.
first shit was good, and I know you had a lower budget than that, you understand me? So don't make all them excuses talking about this black owned, we owning them movies and all that pussy ass shit. That shit garbage.
Master P has set levels in the music biz that reconstructed the internal game, and whether the Bang Man knew it or not, P does have the power to make it difficult for rising artists. But with the lack of attention to the subject, it's no longer relevant in social media.
I might just pass through the ice block in a Honda Accord.
One of the most interesting stories of all has got to be Main Music's. With all the talent and hustle he possessed, he began to rise rapidly in the ranks, but ended up making his bed with hot nails and had to lay in it.
I just cashed out on an untraceable gun and been up since I got it. I'm back here and shit through the wind again, the enemy blind.
Instead of becoming a household name in the industry, he became known for something more sinister. Maine and several others were in the same video with military-style guns while making threats to some very important people, which drew the attention of all type of law enforcement. If the threats didn't draw their attention, maybe it was the alleged stolen guns they decided to display in the video.
You gotta be kidding.
Are you serious?
But I said some shit in my songs, and I know the enemy kind.
Man, you gotta be
Later
smarter.
arrested on a routine traffic stop where police found a gun in his possession. He was arrested and placed in Baton Rouge Parish Prison, but after sitting for a few months, he was turned over to the feds where he's currently being held on other charges. He's been locked up for a year and a half now, but remains positive that he'll be coming home soon.
Go sit up in jail for me.
The Spider Gang was formed by Tech and Main Music after they were both released from No Limit Forever and has repped it for years with big-ass spider chains, tattoos, and an entire movement. But somewhere in early 2019, Young Thug and rap artist Gunna took the name as their own and began making moves. With Main and the feds, Tech decided to call them on it and the tongue wrestling began.
Believe that. I'm gonna show you what that spider shit behind. Bitch, you better be ready to live and die about that.
Hey, stop talking about what you gonna do
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with Young Thug.
if you ain't gonna do it, first of all.
Industry versus independent once again. And unless you're that thorough, Big Bank takes Lil Bank every
That's the
time.
only
But Tech
problem.
wasn't backing down. Once again, with the lack of attention, the situation fizzled away. With an endless amount of fans,
If
and
Tech
money,
had
there's
money, he
enough to
would've
go
killed.
around for everybody. With good music and an avenue
I think
for
if
people
Tech
to
had
listen
money,
and
he
buy it,
would've
there's money to be
gave
made.
Young
But
Thug.
when you add beef to
What do
the
you mean,
mix,
like what?
it can slow down your hustle.
He could have got his name.
Try that,
No.
you'll get chopped. Money, my motivation. Chasing it with my eyes open.
When you think about it, the Baton Rouge effect is now a world effect, and although beef will die down, it's never squashed. There's almost no Baton Rouge rappers without beef, but there are those that's strictly about their paper.
A lot of these niggas, he ain't no gangster.
That he's about his strictly
Kevin
paper.
Jerome, who goes by the stage name Kevin Gates, is also known as I'm Him, and Lugo Brasi is also from the gutters of BR, but altogether cut from a different cloth. Love it or hate it, Kevin Gates is one of the realest left in rap, and he's relative to every new wave BR artist who's somebody. He's Fredo Bang because you'll never really know what he's done in the streets. He's NBA YoungBoy because he's loved and unpredictable. He's Tech and Main Music because he's about that life, but most of all, he's him. While most artists are changing with the game, Kevin Gates is always 2 steps ahead.
I play with them words, I play with them birds. Yeah, I'm really that.
Brian Carter, better known to the world as Scotty Kane, is another new wave Baton Rouge artist that was caught up in the Baton Rouge feud and would have played a bigger role, but in 2017 he was arrested on drug distribution manufacturing charges.
I'll be fake the same. I don't stop cause I love mine.
Although Scotty Kane was a new age rapper, he was also borderline kingpin, and his charges said it at all. He was released 2 years later and was back to one of his main hustles, rap.
Okay. I thought he was in.
Like any other city, once your flag has been planted, you're forever respected in the game for whatever your city is known for. New Orleans, Chicago, Baltimore, New York, and many other cities were all title holders for murder capital of the world at some point. But it's always those with something to prove, and Baton Rouge is just getting started.
I ain't gotta write shit. Get it regardless. I get money regardless. I'm one hell of a allist. I be up in Meadowridge and the place in New Orleans. I can pay some real hitters to come stalk your apartment. Believe me.
I said broke ass 20.
I ain't gonna get on my slum flow. Cause that's the shit that I'ma do. Right, so I'ma say that for later. I'm just off the brain. Y'all niggas got me fucked up. Y'all can't fuck with me.
Y'all keep it's like they get this pinnacle and then everything just crumbles. Oh, boy's in the feds.
Like,
and if they got him for trafficking guns, he got a nice little hefty fed.
My thing is, why not be smarter? Like, if you know those guns, you know what I mean? Like, why not be smarter? I feel like you could have. Now you could have just at least just not have shown a gun, or you could have just showed you the pistol you own or something like that.
But a lot of times, if you are been in trouble before, you can't own no weapon. So, but then I got scared of him when he got kicked out of the school district in 8th grade. Couldn't come back.
I didn't get scared. I was like, hey, but
shoot,
yeah,
you couldn't go nowhere else in Baton Rouge. So then you could probably go over to New Orleans, and they might let you in, but you fuck around and get the fight again, you gonna kick that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, about this homicide thing, it's looking like people got it. And then they slip. They still in there a little bit, and then they just go in and slip down, fall down.
Good thing is some of them coming back.
Hey, but I will say, the charges Young Boy was facing, God was on his side for sure. Cause for real, if God was not, he'd be in there for life.
Yeah, he would get.
He'd be in there for life.
Time.
Yeah.
But he bounced back. He making music. So.
Making music, chilling, doing his thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is the end of this video. I really hope y'all enjoyed this reaction. I love you.
I love y'all. And I like this.
Yeah, please do not forget to leave a like, comment if you're new to the channel. Please subscribe. And yes, all. Peace.